Hey guys, Ash here coming at you today with a minor bowler strategy that can really 3-star any Town Hall 10 base. Now, of course, you're looking at a Town Hall 11 base right now, but I just wanted to show you this, just to show you the strategy involved. It's going to be using a handful of miners. I actually like using around 15-15 bowler miner split, but I have changed my army because I've really realized now after hitting about, I don't know, 50 or to 100 Town Hall 10 bases via the friendly challenge feature that you really don't even need the queen walk on these attacks when you're attacking at Town Hall 10 or when you're attacking a Town Hall 10 as a Town Hall 11. So you can see here, this is going to be, I'm going to go in time and a half speed here, but basically you're so easily able to tear apart bases with this strategy. You can start with either the bowler walk or the queen walk depending on how deep into the core of the base you need to get, and then you just go ahead and drop a couple jump spells into the core. You go make sure you create your funnel. You can use a few bowlers, or you can just use all your miners to create the funnel depending on how the walls are set up on a base. I was probably a little bit late on the miners on this attack, but the idea here is you're spreading out the miners from roughly 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, at least targeting all the units in that area. That will cause your troops to funnel right to the center of the base, and then the miners will actually stay alive as long as you're not sending them right into a multi-target Inferno Tower. They'll actually stay alive till the end of the raid in most cases, because by that time your heroes, your kill squad, your bowlers will already have attracted most of the defensive units in the base, and then it will be free reign for the miners. Miners at max level do a heck of a lot of damage, and unlike back-end hogs or back-end loons on a go-ho or a go-low attack, the miners can actually be deployed in the first half of the attack rather than back-end, so I guess front-end miners would be the strategy. But anyway, for the rest of this video, we're going to talk about 3-starring Town Hall 10s because honestly, unless you screw up your funnel and your troops can't get to the core of a base, then there's really no way that you'll fail on a 3-star attack against these anti-3-star or just a regular trophy base at Town Hall 10 as a Town Hall 11. Now, obviously, I do have max troops, so some of you might say, sure, it's very easy when you have max troops. I can anticipate a few of you commenting already, but I also get a lot of requests. Every single video I put out for Town Hall 10, I get a lot of people asking for a surefire, very simple and easy strategy that can 3-star Town Hall 10s as a Town Hall 11, because in a real-world scenario, you know how it is in an everyday clan, is so many times Town Hall 11s need to dip down to get all the Town Hall 10s 3-starred, and this is a strategy I'm very, very comfortable with. So I'm going to show you a couple variations, and this is the first one here, again, starting with an abbreviated queen walk, and then I wait till the troops get to the core of the base right when they're engaging the Inferno Towers, and then I'll go ahead and pivot about 90 degrees and deploy all my miners. Now keep an eye on the miners right now. With the bowlers, we'll get into that on the next replay, but the miners will absolutely tear through a base, and when you don't have to worry about an Eagle Artillery on the defense, it's much, much easier. Against Town Hall 11s, you do have to account for where the Eagle Artillery is and take it out hopefully in the first half of the raid. For Town Hall 10s, all you have to do is find the easiest route to the core with 2 jump spells, and then let the miners do all the rest of the heavy lifting as far as accessing the parts of the base that your normal army won't be able to get to because of walls. And then between the miners and the bowlers, there's no way, again, that you're going to fail on a 3-star attack. I did about, for this video prep, I did about 30 3-star attacks against Town Hall 10s against clanmates, and I failed 3 times out of the 30, and honestly, they were all very, very stupid fails on my part where I just totally blundered the funnel, and the bowlers went around, and even those fails were all above like 85%. They were very close at the end, because you can still kind of luck into some of these 3-stars. So now I'm going to do a live attack for you guys, and this one I'm going to use baby dragons. Now they're only level 1 baby dragons, but essentially I don't have a queen walk or a bowler walk starting out this raid. This is just another variation of the strategy because as I said, I found out you really don't need the queen walk, especially if you're going to bring 2 baby dragons to create one side of the funnel. So these 2 baby dragons separated decent 5 or so spots between the two so that they're enraged, and then what I want to do is spread out about 4 or 5 bowlers, back it up with about 2 or 3 wizards, and then I have a clear funnel for that golem and the rest of the troops to head towards the center of the base. Again here, very, very simple. I just tried to find 2 areas where I could place the jump spell to access at least about 75% of the base from those 2 jump spells, and then the rest of the 25% of the base or so, I'll be able to take that out with my miners. Now this time, I'm going to send the miners in from the southwest, and the reason I'm doing that is because I want to avoid that other Inferno Tower. Sending miners directly into an Inferno Tower can bleed away at them unnecessarily. They won't kill miners. Miners will always take out an Inferno Tower, especially if you have 15 to 20 miners like I do, but they will bleed. Like I said, those 5 beams will take out 5 to 10 of your miners in the meanwhile while the rest of them finish it off. So against this raid here, the funneling did not go perfectly, and as I said, I did not follow my own rule, and that's the reason I'm bringing this attack to you guys. I did not cover about 75% of the base with the jump spells, so there is a lot of units left on the board, but because I deployed all those miners safe from basically any harm, I mean, that part of the base was already cleared out, the miners are all going to stay alive, and they're actually going to do most of the heavy lifting for me here, as the miners basically traveling underground, not too susceptible to even splash damage, even though they do have a tendency to clump up, the miners. So you can see 87% haven't even had to use my queen's ability yet. The only downside here without the healers is you don't have healers for the cleanup portion, so there is a chance you could lose your queen, but the upside to that is you can bring so many extra miners and bowlers that there should be no reason that you'll need healers towards the end of the raid. You can see I don't think I lost any miners here. I have about a dozen or so still alive at the end. So a very easy strategy, and the cool thing is you can actually use this strategy to 3-star a Town Hall 10 from multiple directions. Now, when I am finding my entry point with this strategy, I'm going to show you a queen walk variation of this strategy, but when I am trying to find my entry point, it's very, very easy. I just look at where the expos are. You can see one in the south, one in the north, one in the east here, so I'm just going to start from the west. Now, when you don't have a rage spell to dedicate to keep your queen alive, as I said earlier, it has to be an abbreviated queen walk, and she cannot be targeted by an expo longer than about 15 to 20 seconds on her own without having to use the ability, especially if she's in the range of other point defenses. So again here, I'm going to go ahead and use my queen's Royal Cloak ability. Obviously, keep your queen alive by any means necessary. If your queen goes down, there's a shot that you're still going to 3-star the base because it's just that powerful a strategy, but obviously you want her alive. So using the Royal Cloak ability on the actual walk isn't really the end of the world here, because obviously that's going to erase her targeting and give her a fresh slate at life there. So when you get to the core, though, it's very important that you get the order right. You want to use your Barbarian King Iron Fist ability first. You want to drop the Rage spell second. You want to drop the Clone spell on the bowlers third, and then immediately you want to drop the Royal Cloak ability. That's really the secret sauce of these attacks. So again, let's go over it, because if you screw that up, I mean, like I said, there's still a great chance that you're going to 3-star if you screw it up, but it's very important that within about 10 or so seconds, or as soon as your bowlers get close to that core, get right into that rotation. So again, Iron Fist ability, Rage spell, Clone spell on the bowlers, make sure you don't drop it on your golem, and then lastly, the Eternal Tome ability, all with like 1 second delay in between, and you want to do that usually right after you deploy your miners. So that is the strategy, guys. I absolutely love it. I hope you guys do too, and I hope this helped a lot of you who were requesting for a solid 3-star strategy from a Town Hall 11 to a Town Hall 10. By the way, if you don't have the Clone spell, go ahead and throw in a Rage and a Freeze spell in there, and just use the Freeze right after the Eternal Tome ability, and having that Rage allows you to actually use a Rage on the Queen Walk portion of the attack. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and as always, take care, guys.